everybody. Hi, Fred. It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and I'm looking forward to guiding you through today's HIIT circuit. We've got an 8-minute circuit. We're going to change up the amount of, time that we do each section. So the first circuit will be 1 minute with 20 seconds rest, and then we'll gently decrease the amount of time that we're working so that things go a little bit more from just being a strength workout to being a little bit more of a stamina workout, to getting as many reps as you possibly can in that short little interval of time. Yay! You don't have to have any weights today. Fred, stop wasting peanuts. We don't waste food. You don't have to have any weights today, but if you do have some weights that you can bring along, like a medium set of weights that you can just hold on to, maybe even something light, even if you just have 2 pounds, doing 2 extra pounds that you're moving is just extra work, bringing a little bit more energy, challenging yourself a little bit more. Make sure you have some water. Recommend putting on some music if that is an option for you. We're going to get started in 3 minutes at 12:15. Still looking for my other timer. Very sad about it. It's my favorite one. All right, so we got a nice quick warm up coming up in just 3 minutes. Grab yourself some high quality H2O. Set yourself up for success. The lighting in here is definitely a little weirder today than usual. You know, I thought I mastered that, and clearly I did not. If you're here early, take this time to just get away from your computer. Well, step away from your computer. Start to find a little movement. Okay, everybody, welcome. It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and let's get started for today's HIIT circuit. Clear some space for yourself. We have a great variety of lower body focused moves, and we're still, as usual, going to focus a lot on the core, and there's going to be a little bit of upper body work. So get started with our usual lateral side to side step taps. Start to draw that lower belly in to start to relieve that tension in your shoulders. Let's get 2 more times of shoulder circles in this direction, maybe increasing the size of your step here, and then go ahead, change those shoulder circles. And let's go ahead and switch to some, why do I never remember what these are called? Hamstring curls. Oh my gosh. 3 more. 2, 1, awesome. Just open those arms and swing them across your chest a little bit, just relaxing from our time at the computer all morning. If you're joining me live, it's the middle of the day, maybe it's even towards the end of the day for you. Great, we're gonna make our way down to the floor actually. Really start to warm up that lower body by doing some glute bridges, one of my favorite warm-ups. Let's just start by keeping those feet planted on the floor. You can relax your arms down by your side. We're going to do 10 glute bridges. So inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep it up. Really squeeze those glutes, press those hips up towards the ceiling. This is number 5. So we got 5 more just like this. Then we're going to switch it up. We're going to add in a march. In 3, alternating march coming up, 2, 1. I want you to keep that foot flexed as you press up. Draw that knee a little closer towards your nose. Flex your foot. Plant it back down. Keep those hips up. Draw that opposite knee up. Plant it down. Knee. Great. And then the opposite side. Still keeping those hips up. We got just 3 more on each side. 3, 2. See if you can continue to flex your toes towards your shin. Last one. Awesome. Release that lower back down to the floor. Tuck your knees into your chest. Give yourself just a little bit of a circle here. Yay. And then stand yourself back up. We're going to do some air squats, going from a wide to a narrow air squat. So starting out wide, narrow, wide, narrow. Awesome. Wide, narrow. Focus on getting those hips behind you. So really sending your glutes to the back of the room, making sure those knees aren't coming forward to your toes. And this is just our warm-up, so we're keeping it nice and slow. Let's go ahead. We'll get 1 more on each side from right here. All right, we got 1 more warm-up move for today. Goddess squat with, I don't even know what I wrote. Oh, right, I've got to squat with abs. We're amazing. All right, so go ahead, turn those toes towards the opposite wall. Knees also point towards the opposite wall. Weight in your heels. We're just going to squat down and lift up. Once again, make sure those knees aren't going past your toes. We're getting a total of 10 in right here. This is 5. Then we're going to stay down here in 5, 4. Keep that chest lifted. 2. Stay down here. Bring your hands up behind your ears and find that crunch to the side. 5 total each side. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Stand it up. Come into a march. Shake it out. Jog, whatever feels good for you. I forgot to start my timer, so I'm going to start it right now. That was our quick 5-minute warm-up. We're going to come right into the workout now. I will tell you what the moves are on that delightful 20-second break. If you want to grab a quick sip of water before we get started, I did. All right, our very first move is going to be a squat to an alternating knee drive. So just like in our warm-up, if you want to go for more of a baby squat and then get that big knee drive, as opposed to a deep squat knee drive, up to you how you're driving that knee up. Maybe you're drawing it up in the front, or maybe you're bringing it out nice and wide like we did a moment ago for those goddess squats. I'm going to leave it as your choice. This move is going to slightly change optionally next time we go around when you're a little bit more warmed up, where instead of just a knee, you can go from a squat into a forward kick. Find what feels right for you today. This is just our first move. 1 minute of it in 3, 2, 1. Begin. All right, so squat, knee drive. Squat, knee drive. And you can keep it really simple and just keep everything forward. Or if you want, you can find that nice little twist through your torso. You can make it more challenging by adding in a hop knee drive. I'm working on bringing those jumps back into my life by really making sure that I'm landing with control. So I can't do a super high jump here in my apartment on the 2nd floor, but I can at least press up onto the toes. Pressing up onto the toes and then releasing back down with that control. Or maybe every few, actually getting a little bit of height, making sure that you're pressing up through those heels. That's where the motion is starting. I know it's tempting to start from the ball of the foot. Don't do that. Awesome. Our next move is going to be running in place. Running in place. So plant one foot down, take a slight bend in that leg. Opposite arm is going to move with your leg. So it's almost just like a little single leg squat or lunge. Begin. So just drive that knee forward. You can rotate those shoulders just a little bit as well. Feeling that back engaged, just getting a little bit more of your body going. Finding that teeny little twist from your core. Make sure that you have the weight planted in your heel. And remember, you can bend the standing leg. Try to carefully bring this opposite leg down towards the floor. So you're not slamming it down and pressing off of it. We're mostly just kind of staying in this slight squat stance. So your standing supporting leg, that glute should start to get pretty tired here, especially if you're really pressing through the heel. 10 seconds left. Then we're going to come right to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Oh, did I write those in the opposite order on my post? I might have. I did, so I'm sorry, because we're doing what I said we're doing. All right, so we've got that second leg. We're gonna go for that running in place. Then we're gonna do that back lunge next. Ready? Begin. So opposite arm, opposite leg. So you can start the motion out slow, really focus on keeping the weight in this heel, using that exhale to find this drive of the knee. Getting a little lower ab work as that knee drives. Also getting that heart rate up. Keep that belly in nice and tight. Find one spot to just focus your eyes in front of you. You can always sit down a little bit more, challenge yourself even more in your stabilizing leg. But there should be a slight bend to that knee, at least a slight bend, if not more. I miss you, air conditioning. I miss you really bad right now. We got 10 seconds left. Keep it up. Can you move a little faster? In control. Body workout. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm already sorry. But next up, we've got a back lunge. Your choice which leg you'd like to start with. We're going to go for the first 30 seconds, a regular lunge. The second 30 seconds, we're gonna stay low and try and pulse it out. Separate those feet, here we go. So think about keeping your shoulders stacked right on top of your hips as you're lunging so that you're not leaning forward in this lunge. Back knees coming down towards the floor. You're pressing up through your front heel. Just down and up, you got it. All right, go ahead, stay low, pulse it out. I want you to find a squeeze of your glutes. I need to take a quick break and step right back in. So lift that chest again, pulsing it down nice and low. With control, so make sure you're intentionally lifting and lowering, not just bouncing. Oh my gosh, 5 seconds left. If you're intentionally lifting and lowering and not just bouncing, I promise it's gonna be harder. All right, switch it up. Oh my gosh, I'm so sweaty. This is round 1. Shake it out, maybe even do a little self-myofascial release, bang it out, step your opposite leg back, set yourself up. Nice staggered stance, weights in the front heel, that's right. All right, so down and up. Keep your chest squared to that front leg in front of you, and you're pressing up through that front heel. And you might have a little smaller of a stance, and that's okay too. Just work on making sure that your hips are going back, that your knees not going past your toes, and if you can, widen that stance out. Amazing. Are you ready for your controlled pulse? Because it starts now. So stay a little bit lower, teeny lift, teeny lower. Intentional teeny lift, teeny lower is so much better than that just like generic bounce where you're letting momentum come into play as opposed to letting your muscles do the work. Keep it small, stay low. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Awesome. We're going to be kind on this next round. We're not going to use any weights for the first one. We've got some good mornings. So these are very similar to a deadlift. I want you to make sure your back is really flat. You can extend your arms wide or bring your fingers behind your back. You can take that slight bend to your knees as you drive your hips back and then lift yourself back up. That's the whole move. Begin. So keep that flat back. So maybe a little flatter back than you might have enjoyed if we were doing a Romanian deadlift. And also the chest is really open here. So you're just a little challenged to keep that chest open. You can even resist putting any pressure on the back of your head by just keeping your hands by your head like a fist. Oh my gosh, there's sweat dripping down my face. And in the next couple rounds, option to bring some weights to your shoulders, holding those weights at the shoulders, even if you have to lower those elbows. Just to challenge this move a little bit more, a little bit differently than a traditional Romanian deadlift. Keep that belly in tight. Try to resist that overarching of that low back. 3, 2, 1. My bad. I meant to include those in the warm-up, but totally forgot. All right, our next move. 2 moves left. We've got the inchworm, 4 mountain climbers, 4 jacks. If you'd rather do a burpee from the top of the mat, you are welcome to. You can also do a squat thruster from the top of the mat. Or inhale up, reach down, walk those hands out. Begin. We got 4 mountain climbers. Then walk yourself back in. 4 jumping jacks as soon as you get to the top. If you can't jump it out, you can always step it out 2 times to each side. What are we doing down here? 4 mountain climbers. Oh, this is my life. 4 jacks. Come on, keep it up, y'all. We got push-ups with shoulder taps coming up right after this one. Your definition of what 4 mountain climbers is whatever it really means to you. Maybe it means 4 total. Maybe you're going for 4 on each side. Oh, we got a 20-second break before we got our push-ups with alternating shoulder taps. You can do these push-ups from your knees. You can do them from your toes. You just have to do them. You're ready? Oh, final minute of work right now, and then we'll take a little break. Begin. So you got your push-up. Maybe you can come into a plank for your shoulder tap. You can always release your knees back down to the floor, get your push-up, and then press back up to your shoulder tap. If that's too much for you, you're in tabletop, you give yourself a push-up. Maybe you can still walk your legs back into a plank and challenge yourself for a shoulder tap. With challenge comes change. You have to challenge yourself to see things be different. So if you always do the same thing, you're not going to see a result. Or you're not going to see a change, I should say. This minute feels long. Yes, we made it. Oh my gosh. All right, let's take a nice break. We're going to decrease the work time on the next section to 45 amazing seconds. Let's take a 2-minute break right now. Really get that heart rate down. As we decrease the work interval, we're going to decrease the rest interval as well. So 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. You got this because you already know the moves that are coming up. If you were able to count how many of something that you did in the last round, I want you to challenge yourself with good form. See if you can still get that many in round 2 while you have that muscle memory of the movement, feeling a little bit more warmed up, hopefully a little bit more confident as well. It's totally normal if you're not going to be able to get in 25 reps of something with 15 seconds less work. But the whole point is just to challenge yourself. Challenge. All right, move around, shake it out, find whatever spots within you feel the most tired or tense, and give them a little bit of love. Because we got just under a minute before we're coming right back into either our squats with a knee drive, or maybe you're gonna challenge yourself to add in that front kick. One of the great things about listening to music while you work out is while you have this 2-minute break, you can dance to the music, maybe get some movement through those hips, just providing a little bit more openness. Hip circles are a hip opener, and they're so easy and they're pretty fun, and you probably don't really realize what a great stretch you're giving your body when you do them, but I bet when you're dancing that you probably do some sort of a hip circle. If not, let's talk about how you're dancing. All right, y'all. You ready for this? We've got that squat with that forward kick. So open your feet wide enough to support yourself. We start in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So squat, either knee drive or kick. You can kick high or you can kick low. You're just kicking wherever feels right for your body today. And you can still add in that hop. To make it a little bit more challenging, a little bit more plyometric power move. So if just doing these squats is easy peasy for you, add in a hop if you're listening to music and you can sing along to the music. Actually using words, letting them come out of your mouth. Take a break. It's going to make it a lot harder to work as well. Okay, next up we get to run in place. Running in place. If you want, you can add your hop into running in place as well. So maybe 1, 2, hop. Feel free to use that opposite arm to help you get that little bit of lift, like your Mario at the end of the round. Cha-ching. But as you land back down, you're shifting the weight back into your heel, and you're bringing that bend back into your supporting leg, which is getting real tired. Woo. Come on, y'all, keep that core in tight. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Oh, sorry, Mom. I'm gonna feel that tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get the other side. The other side. Get it. All right, set yourself up. Go. See if you can challenge yourself to add in that hop. And maybe you don't add in the hop every 3rd knee drive. Maybe it's best for you today to add in the hop every 5th knee drive. Every 7th knee drive. Who knows? I'm just asking you to make sure that you're bringing a little bit of a challenge. What's something that you don't want to do, but you can? You don't want to do it just because you don't want to do it. Why? Because it's scary? Because you're afraid you're not going to be able to do it? You might not be able to make it through the whole interval, but you got to start somewhere. Yes! All right, next up. We got our single leg lunge. Can we challenge ourselves to turn this one into, put your foot up on the surface. I'm forgetting the word right now, but go for it. Begin. We got 45 seconds of down and up. Bulgarian split squats. Sorry that you felt like you needed to leave, Uncle Buck. So we're just gonna do the same thing right here that we did last time. We're almost at that halfway point, and then we're gonna pulse it. You ready? Begin, pulse it low. Intentionally pressing up through your front heel. Oh my God. Yes, we made it. Oh my gosh. Those are so hard for me. All right, you ready to do the opposite side? Go ahead and lift that foot up if you have a place to put it. Otherwise, same with just the lunges. Here we go, down and up. Think about that back knee coming down towards the floor and still making sure that your front knee is not going past your toes. This couch is so mushy, oh my gosh. All right, y'all ready to pulse it out? Begin. Ooh. Where you're just hanging out in your lunge. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna make it. All right, we got 10 seconds left. Find that squeeze of the glutes to help lift you up. 3, 2, yes. All right, we're coming to those good mornings. So if you've got some weights that you can hold onto your shoulders, just to challenge yourself, they don't need to be very heavy. If you have a barbell, even better. But who has one of those at home? All right, so we're just gonna hinge and lift yourselves up. Make sure you have that nice flat back, belly pulled in tight, stretch through the hips, through the glutes towards the back of the room. You can have that slight bend to your knees, pressing up through the heels. Next up, we've got those inchworms with 4 climbers and 4 jacks. So I want you to start thinking about how you can change that up. What direction did you have your knees coming in for round 1? Oh my God, I'm literally dripping sweat. Were they coming right up to your nose? If so, go for a little cross body change. Cross body action this time. If you're going for cross body, go for up to your nose. You ready? Remember, you can make this one a little bit more challenging by doing the burpee at the top instead of the inchworm. In which case, begin, you jump at the top. You step or walk back, 4 mountain climbers. Step or jump forward, 4 jacks. Oh my gosh, I am so sweaty. Fred is feeling this workout behind us. Come on, y'all, 10 seconds left. We just got one more move, and then we got that nice long break. Stay down here or make your way to the floor for our push-up and shoulder taps. Just 45 seconds. You ready? Begin. If you're struggling, can you just hang out in your plank? Find a way to challenge yourself. Maybe you just slow that push-up down. I want you to make it all the way down to the floor though. So if you need to, you can always walk those knees in so you can lower yourself all the way down and really work your arms and upper body. As opposed to these baby push-ups where you just don't get as much love. No cheating yourself. You made it. Whew. 2 minutes to relax. We'll do one more time through. One more time through, just 30 seconds of work. walk around, grab some water. Especially if you just stay still. Oh, you're gonna sweat so much more if you completely stop moving. So just keep moving a little bit, even if it's just some gentle shoulder rolls. Oh my gosh, it's hot in here. You know what? I think we're worth doing 40 seconds of work. So we're still decreasing the time. We're still decreasing the rest time. 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Our very last round is going to be a lot more about stamina. Ooh, ooh. Oh my. Sweaty workouts, y'all. That's what we come here for though, right? If you're really engaging those muscles, you're going to sweat. You're going to sweat. So you're still moving around, you're drinking water. Because if you showed up dehydrated to the party, your heart rate's going to be higher, you're going to sweat even more, you're going to feel like it's so much more challenging than the moves really might be just because you're not fully prepared. Same goes with making sure you're eating a little something. You know what gets a bad rep? Potatoes. And I know it sounds weird, but I just recertified my personal training and they recommended potatoes as one of the best things to eat to give you the energy that you need about 30 minutes before your workout. I think that sounds a little soon before your workout. That's just me. Okay, y'all ready for round 3? We're gonna bang it out. How much time we got? Perfect. Okay, 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Then we stretch it out. Squats and knee drive and front kick. We're gonna do it all in 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna stick with the right side for a second. Squat, knee drive, squat, kick, other side, squat, knee drive, kick. Or continue to just alternate with either just the squat, knee drive, or squat, kick. I want you to get a little lower on these squats this last time around. Can you drive that knee a little bit higher as well? Use that exhale on the exertion. Yay! All right, next up, running in place. Running in place. Make sure your weights are not in the way. All right, and we're gonna add in that hop. Let's hop every other time. Knee drive, hop. Knee drive, hop. Use that arm to help power you up. And then as you come back down, you shift the weight back into your standing supported leg heel. Make sure it doesn't stay in the ball of the foot. We're getting some good calf work here too while we press up into this hop. Oh my gosh, my calf on this side is burning. It's been pretty tight lately. Oh my gosh, let it be over. Okay, it's over for that side. Let's do the other side one more time. 3, 2, opposite arm, opposite leg. Knee drive, hop. Catch some air, y'all. Enjoy that time. And make sure that as you land, you're landing carefully. Your core is really braced. So you're not just slamming down. You're doing your best to come back down with control. The same way you roll off your foot to press up. You roll on it to come down. We got those lunges one more time. Coming up next. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Oh my gosh. You ready to lunge? Let's do our lunges on the floor this time. I feel like I'm talking about lunches. All right, set yourself up. Here we go. Just down and up to begin. I want you to take a static hold. Hold low. Keep squeezing that back leg glute. Find your little pulse. Five seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Oh, awesome. Same thing coming on to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Down and up to begin with. Here we go. Keep facing forward. Back knee goes down. Chest stays lifted. Press up through that front heel, but keep squeezing that back glute. Ready to stay static? Get down there and hold. Back knee pointed down towards the floor. Pulse it out here to the end. Come on, just about 5 seconds left. Stick with me right now. 3, 2, 1. You're amazing. We got those good mornings one more time through. Option to hold on to some weights at your shoulders. Separate your feet, belly in, and begin. Find that hinge and lift. So hips drive back. They're not driving down. We're not doing a squat. You're really sending them behind you, even if you take that bend in your knees. As you stretch your glutes back, can you really stretch them towards the back of the room? Press through your heels to lift. Feel those glutes engage. Feel those hamstrings activate as well. Flat back, keep that flat back. Chin neutral to chest. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're almost done. You've got either inchworms or burpees. This time, if you haven't done, begin. Your mountain climbers to your elbows. Go for it, nice and wide. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get those 4 jacks. Even from up front, you can always walk it back into a backwards inchworm. Come on, 10 seconds left. Don't stop right now. Finish these 4 jacks. Awesome, make your way down to the floor. Last time through of our push-ups with shoulder taps. They start right now. Halfway. Last 10 seconds. Finish it out this last round. Awesome. Take a quick little break. Take 2 minutes to yourself once again. Just grab some water. Relax your mind. Relax your breath. Slow down that exhale. Big time. If you can switch your inhales to in through your nose, it's going to help cool your breath down a little as it approaches your lungs. That's going to help you relax as well. Remember, if your eyes keep moving, your mind keeps moving. So maybe find one spot to focus your eyes and make sure it's not down on the floor. When we tuck our chins to our chest, that's when we start. That's an expression that we do when we're feeling sad, when we're mopey, when we're proud. We have that chest open. So find a spot that is at eye level or even higher, because you're so amazing for finishing this workout. Maybe even close your eyes right now as you just come into your breath, listen to the music either that you're playing to get you through class or in your mind. Oh, wow. How are you guys feeling? Where are you feeling this workout today? I'm starting to feel it in the glutes, especially like right away in the glutes. I have this one calf that's real tired, that is yelling at me. So you know what? Hopefully someone else at home is also, feeling a little in their calves. And we're gonna start off with some great calf stretches. Y'all ready for those? Okay. So find a surface that you can stand by. Maybe you have a desk nearby. If you don't have a desk, you can always just separate your feet. Sometimes it helps though to just have a little something to press your hands into. And we're working with the staggered leg stance to get the back heel towards the floor. The more that you really press into that back heel, the more you're gonna feel that giant stretch through your back leg calf. We're gonna hold each of these stretches for about 30 seconds. Awesome. Go ahead, step your feet together and just switch the knots. Extend the opposite leg out. Just work to press through that heel. Maybe you're so tight today that that heel doesn't come all the way to the floor. You can always shorten your stance to get there, but I'd rather have your heel approaching the floor, not quite there, so you do feel that big stretch on the back of your leg. Awesome sauce. Go ahead, turn to forward. Separate your feet just a little bit wider. We're going to take a big generous bend of this left leg as you send your hips behind you. You can either keep your hands on your hips, maybe hands come to one thigh, or if it's accessible to you to reach all the way down towards the floor, still driving those hips back to get an even bigger stretch throughout your inner thigh. Really work to press the outer edge of your straight leg to the floor. Take a big breath, find some lifted length in your spine, and on your exhale, let's just switch to the opposite side. Ooh, don't worry. I know that was quite a loud pop, but everything is A-okay. Just a little realignment. Before we finish, just take notice of what happened with your outside feet. Do your best to keep your heels invisible behind your toes. Notice if your foot turned all the way out, you'll just start to lose a little bit of that inner thigh stretch. Go ahead, walk your hands to the center. If you were lifted before, I want you to slowly hinge forward and release your hands to the floor. And if you need to, you can always release your hands really far in front of you for like a super wide-legged down dog. But if it's comfortable, start to walk those hands back a little bit more. Even shifting your glutes towards the back of the room so your hips are stacked more on top of your heels. You're gonna wiggle this way. If it's accessible to you, if it felt good to walk in a little bit closer, turn your hands, palms towards the back of the room and walk your hands back even further. Wherever you are, whether your hands are forward or towards the back of the mat, I want you to take a moment, bend your knees, come into a supported squat with your hands on the floor. You might find you can even walk them further back when you're in the squat, and then lift those legs up. Head releases towards the floor. Do it 2 more times. Bend your knees, walk your hands back a little bit more, and then lift those hips up. Hairline down towards the floor. Last time, bend your knees, walk your hands back. Inhale, lift your hips up. If your fingers made it all the way towards the back of the mat, drag them forward, place them down underneath of your chest. Inhale your right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Turn your chin towards that right shoulder. Turn your chin down towards the floor. Inhale, turn your chin towards your shoulder, and exhale, release your hands. Release your head down towards the mat. Lift up your opposite arm. Inhale, turn your chin towards your left hand shoulder. Exhale, turn your chin down towards the mat. Inhale, stretch it up towards the ceiling, and exhale, hand comes down, head comes down. Heel toe your feet in a little bit closer together, about hips width distance apart. Go ahead, bend one knee and then the other. Take a deep, generous bend of your knees and shift your weight to your hands. Drop your right shoulder forward. Drop your left shoulder forward. Bring your belly down towards your thighs. Tuck your chin to your chest and slowly roll yourself up. One vertebrae at a time. Inhale your arms up overhead. Release your shoulders from your ears, but stretch through your fingertips. Lift through your waist. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. Let's come into a nice figure four. Stretch a little hip opener. Shift the leg into whichever leg you want to begin with. Press into your heel. Lift up your opposite leg, cross it at the thigh, and then sit down. Send those hips back behind you. If balance is really a challenge for this one, do it in front of a couch. In worst case scenario, you sit yourself all the way down, and you can still find yourself in this amazing hip opener, a little stretch towards the outside of the quad. Awesome. Carefully lift yourself up, and let's get that big stretch in your quad. I meant to say glute a second ago. So point that knee down towards the floor and bring that heel towards your glute. Oh, big stretch in the quad and that hip opener. Inhale, find some length through the crown of your head. We're gonna change it up one more time. So this time, all right, while still balancing on that same leg, you're gonna reach down and grab hold of your foot. And you can keep grabbing hold with both hands, and you can allow that knee to come towards your shoulder if you need to, as you bring the outer edge of your foot towards your hip crease. Once it's there, you can still hold on with both hands, but work to relax your two knees down in one line. So once again, stretching that knee down towards the floor, but not too much pressure. Do your best to really press through your standing leg. Get your two hips in one line, two shoulders in one line. Bring your left hand to the center of your chest. Relax your shoulders from your ears. Stand up tall and proud and change. Yay, shake it out for just a second. Let's go through those same three stretches on the opposite side. So this time finding some grounding through your left leg, crossing your right leg over your left, sitting your hips down and back. Remember, you can do this with the chair or the couch behind you. To really send those hips back. Worst case scenario, you sit down and you find the stretch from a seated position. Go ahead, inhale, lift yourself up. Find this quad stretch, little hip opener. Point that knee down towards the floor. Already working to bring some weight into your standing, grounded leg. And then let's shift it forward to the front. So grab hold of your foot. Bring it all the way up to your bikini line. If that knee still points up towards the ceiling, that's okay. Just means your hips are really tight. Take your time, use your breath to allow both knees to relax down by your side. If your foot doesn't slip at all, then you can always release both hands. Maybe keep holding on with at least one hand. Can you bring your right hand to the center of your chest, still stretching that knee down towards the floor? Feel that opening of your hip by really stretching that knee down. Ground through your standing leg, lift through the crown of your head. Take one more deep inhale and exhale. Release. Inhale, both arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Look up, exhale, relax your arms down by your side. One more time, bend your knees. Inhale, lift all the way up. Wiggle your fingers. Exhale, rain your arms down by your side. Awesome, that's all the time that we have for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's HIIT workout. I'm so glad that you came. I'm so glad that I did this with you. I know that it was pretty hard, but hopefully you already forgot about how challenging it is. You're just gonna move on with the rest of your day, feeling good and proud of yourself, and we'll see you again soon. If you have any questions or concerns, let us know. Bye, y'all.